Okay. I was scared for a second. It looked like there was gonna be some avatar issues
Really?
just then,
Again?
but thankfully not. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Asbiel, and we are jumping into the second episode of our full-ish playthrough of Nier Automata with special guest Meido, who has a little bit of something to talk about here right now. So if you want to go ahead.
Oh, should I be talking about that now? I was gonna do it at the end of the stream, but I could do that now.
Yeah, we can do it
Um,
now and then recap at the end.
okay, cool. Well, hey, I'm Meido Shinshi. That's Japanese for maid and gentleman. Um, I used to stream. I'm getting back into it now with this collab with Az, and I am planning over the next couple weeks to start my own stream regularly again. I'm going to be breaking into it with a marathon playthrough in release order of every Metroid game. I self procure a couple. There's a couple white whales in my collection still, but I will have those before the time comes because most of them are later games anyway. Uh, and yeah, so I guess look forward to that if you're interested.
Fantastic. Sounds good. And T, no worries there. It's definitely a hot topic right now. It's really interesting stuff to watch. So I can completely understand that. I do still have plans to do the evening streams as well later in the week, but for Nier Automata, we're going to be sticking to the Tuesday noon time slot because that just works out a lot better for us at the moment. So for this one at least, it's going to be a midday stream.
Honestly, I've realized I'm a little weird in that sense. You know, most streamers, the best day is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But for me, those are the worst times because that's when I got the kid time.
Absolutely. Uh, but yeah, we're going ahead and jumping. Man, how does grammar work? We're jumping back into Nier Automata. We had just gotten through the intro a little bit, and I have to completely refamiliarize with these camera controls again because it throws me off for some reason.
Don't forget that you need to give me the stream.
Oh shoot, I did forget about that.
Scuff.
It's that's the way it goes, though.
Oh man.
All right. And because Discord is Discord, I have to kind of fight with it to actually get the game to show up in its menu, don't I?
Oof, really?
Yeah, I don't know why it is that way, but that's kind of how it goes. How about yeah, it's giving me trouble. What if I do it this way? Shoot, that doesn't work because that's I would need to turn something on here real quick.
See, I figured it'd just be you'd use display capture and then like pick the display it's going to be open on, right?
Uh well, I have this set to game capture, so it's uh because the I don't know, it just seems to work that way.
Oh, I
But
thought
with
you
the
were
game
giving me the
being
direct. I thought you were giving me the direct gameplay using
that
Stream's or Discord's what's it called? Screen share.
yeah, that was the plan, but since it's full screen, Discord doesn't want to see it.
Ah, hmm.
And yeah, so I'd have to unfull screen the game, it seems like, set up the share and then re-full screen. It's just Discord is problematic, but if you're able to work with this, at least for now,
Yeah,
this should be good. Um,
I think we decided not to do this because you were worried that it would introduce too much lag into the game and your other stream, right?
it seemed like it was roughly the same either way, but the main issue with doing this is that you're getting the full stream view, so it's a smaller gameplay capture for you.
Yeah, it's still 75% of the screen plus.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, that's what the problem was. I think I can't hear a thing.
oh shoot, really? All right, let's see if we can figure this out real quick, because that could be problematic if you're trying to take in the the whole scenario, right? So, um, You know what? What if I do it this way? Okay, no, it says sound wouldn't be available there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to see if this is actually going to be an issue. It might be, but it might just be what we have to deal with for now, because this really doesn't want to play ball. All right, you should have the game visible now.
Oh, okay. Watch. There we go. And hey, it's game sound.
All right. So, oh,
Operator to 9S.
okay, there we go.
This is 9S. Go ahead.
I have an incoming message for 2B and 9S from the commander. Initiating playback. 2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive. We've tracked the location of their signals, so I need all Yorha units on the surface to head over and investigate. End transmission.
I heard something about that back at the Resistance camp.
Target location confirmed. I'm worried about the other androids. We should probably check this out as soon as possible.
Into interrupt there, but want to make sure I'm going the right way
Fair.
because I had something else marked. So what's all this about?
These are the same model machines that merged to create that android, right?
Yeah, it was just in the desert area, but yeah,
But it
like
was
the
this
same
model, right?
Yeah.
Looks like our surface route's been cut off. Maybe we can get through from
Oh
underground.
shoot, I missed.
That would have been really classy if you would have pulled it off.
So 2B, those machines out in the desert look just like androids, right?
Right.
But we androids were modeled after our human creators. So why would machines try to look like us?
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable problems.
I suppose.
So we talked a little bit before about kind of the plan with these streams, but maybe just kind of reiterating it. I was talking with a buddy about the game the other day, and all the endings and stuff, and he was mentioning how like just so many of the endings are just like it's like nothing endings, basically. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff that is really inconsequential to the overall story, whereas there's like 5 or something that actually, that's interesting, like 5 or so endings that are actually proper endings.
Yeah. So is like our goal going to be to hit the main 5 then?
Yeah, I think how many ever it is, if it is like 5 or something, then yeah, we'll try for that and see how that goes. Maybe hit up some of the other ones if we just come across them or whatever the case might be, but definitely not going out to hunt all of the other endings. So I got this new spear, so I'm gonna try that out for a bit.
So was I crazy, or does that thing have a human head on it?
Yeah, it's got like a face in the at the end of the spear there. But it's named, it's virtuous something, which is how the other sword is. So I assume it's like a proper Yorha weapon. I wonder why it's red. I wonder what that means. Oh, I probably was just marking it as new.
With what you were saying, I think that's something that I might have to actually learn to temper, because like, okay, I wasn't streaming it obviously, but I recently did my Bloodstained Ritual of the Night playthrough, and I got through every game mode. I've gotten all the medals. I've technically gotten the 100% on the game according to what the officials have called it, but then I'm going and I'm grinding to try to get all my items and everything to max too.
Right. I mean, there's definitely like a space for that too. There's definitely like an audience for like full like completionist type stuff. So even if it's beyond what the game awards you for and all that, I'm sure. So I think just for my own sake, I don't feel like I want to hunt down every single ending in these games and stuff. I'm more interested in like the main
And get all
plot
the
of it
loot
and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been the biggest. Like, it depends on the game, but on a lot of games, I don't usually go for that.
What are those?
Just because it's a lot of work.
What the?
Well, this is weird.
they're having a fair. So you unable to attack these guys, or is it just unnecessary to attack them?
I think I can. I don't think there's anything stopping me from it.
That guy's got a machine gun.
Sure does.
That seems very fair appropriate.
This is, I think, my favorite music in the game that I've come across is the music from this area.
Oh yeah, kind of tangential but related to what we were just talking about. So for anyone interested, I'm typically I like to speedrun Super Metroid, and I speedrun specifically the 100% category. So my plan is to actually do 100% runs on all of the games that I'm doing in the Metroid Marathon.
I think I'll definitely have to pop in for some of that, because you know the Metroid games way more in depth than I do.
I know mainly Super Metroid. With the other ones, I still might have to resort to a bit of guidance. Especially one. Oh my god. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get some mapping software and like actually live map it like we did back in the day when playing it on the NES. You know, I won't be doing it on pen and paper because I wouldn't be able to share that with the stream. So I would instead do it on the computer, but I need like something which I can like quickly and easily draw grouped rooms and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, with what 9S was saying in the sewer, I think that kind of validates my suspicion that the machines were created by humans, not by aliens.
That could be. It definitely seems weird that they would start, like, taking on, basically, like, replicating, like, human-type, stuff. Like, they were acting like they were just
from that building over there.
kind of glitchy people.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like originally the machines were created and then they were abandoned when humans invented the androids, and they rebelled against that abandonment, and that's what started the war.
That could be.
Or if, like typical humans, the next big thing comes out, everyone throws away the old
We
model,
need a way through.
Let's look around
and
for a
they
route
feared
we
for
can
their
take.
life.
So I'm on to something. It was just kind of instinct to
Good
And-
game design.
could very well partially be like some leftover memory, because I definitely got to this area before, but I don't remember anything in super specific detail short of like large key elements.
On these
From-
2.5D segments, does the camera like help you not fall?
I think so, yeah. Like basically going through that, I was just going left. I didn't have to like angle or anything. And even when I
Okay.
tried to go off course, it wouldn't let me.
Okay, so a
That-
lot like Other M then.
Yeah, there must be some way to get to that box, but I didn't want to spend time figuring it out.
Fair. That's a fitting word to use there.
Broken.
How do I get a stream link?
It's a party tank.
These machines are heavily armed. We'll regret it later if we let them escape. Do you really think it's a good idea to leave that tank behind?
If they aren't hostile, fighting them is a waste of time. What's this?
Analysis. It is a device that propels humans on rails
Whoops.
at high speeds for the purposes
So-
of amusement. It was commonly referred to as a roller coaster.
Humans sure are strange creatures.
Yes,
These
we are.
androids have super good like gyroscope and counterbalance.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask,
2B?
like,
Yes?
oh,
People who know me well usually call me Nines. So
Oh.
what do you think?
Oh.
I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
I'm good.
Oh, all right.
she's all like, you can't call me formal stuff, but then she calls him formal stuff.
I think it was more the fact that he was giving a title that isn't typically used.
Oh, fair. It also seemed to a degree like it was kind of the second time anyway. Like she was being familiar with him because of everything they went through together.
Alert. Multiple resistance members detected beneath this room.
Disturbing?
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything about a machine like this.
Are those supposed to be blanks on it?
Yeah, I think so. Basically like dead androids.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, but then dialogue came up. I think we both agree that roller coaster's kind of a no-go, but do you think you'd want to try out that rocket ship thing that you were climbing?
I don't know. Yeah, I definitely have always shied away from the idea of roller coasters and stuff, but something like that might be more doable. I've definitely gone on things kind of like that, where you're just kind of going around and it's fast and spinny and all that.
Didn't you overdo the graviton once?
There was a situation in which I had been on what the saucer one. Is that the graviton?
That's what I mean by the graviton, yeah.
Did that a few times, I think, or with other stuff kind of interspersed, and then hit up this other one that was called Tornado, and it was just like a big spinning pole, right? Had an attachment in the center that was canted to a 45-degree angle. That then was an axis upon which several arms going to the seats were attached. That whole thing would spin. So you're spinning on that angled axis. The whole thing is spinning in the center, and then the seats would also spin. And all of that combined with just... Man, that was really bad. All that combined with... Camera? Camera, please. What is happening? Why can't I camera? Is this how this is supposed to go?
I think you broke it. I don't think you're allowed to heal. Or actually, it's kind of looking more like the shmup section. So maybe it is deliberate.
Ah, god dang. Okay, yeah, that was definitely a thing. But yeah, it was a lot of bits that went together, I think, to add up to me being very uncomfortable for a brief amount of time. I need to be attacking this thing more.
Oh, geez, it's got 6 levels on you.
Excuse me?
Are you inside your own brain? Is that what this is?
That may be.
It's trying to hack us. If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well. Tubi!
Beautiful, beautiful. I must be beautiful.
Those look like corpses.
Are we seriously being attacked with dead androids?
Wait, I don't think... 2B! I'm detecting black box signals. They are dead. They've been turned into weapons.
All right, this ends now.
Well, that's mildly unfortunate. Forcing you to kill your own comrades.
I think these are resistance androids, so they're not Yorha.
Didn't she say that she was detecting Yorha black boxes? When she sent you guys here?
The pod said there was resistance members located in this area.
I
Like
was thinking
when
this
we
was the
dropped
spot where
down.
the commander sent you.
They sent us this way, but I don't know that these are the Yorha units necessarily. Some of them could be, but I think the bulk of them at least are resistance.
You got it.
Alert. Saturation attack triggered by enemy consciousness data. Failure to destroy it quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
It is amazing just how well they did the switching between genres thing. Mid-fight, they can seamlessly switch to it.
Man, I'm really bad at dodging those missile attacks.
So those are the rings supposed to be like sound waves? Because I think she's supposed to be like an opera diva, right?
Yeah, I think it's the hacking attacks specifically. Oh, there's a bunch of them up in the stands that I just noticed.
Oh, you hadn't noticed those?
No.
Oh, if I knew that, I would have said something. Hey, you did it.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does that thing on the bottom look kind of like a xenomorph head?
A little bit. Oh, apparently I can level up mid-fight.
I guess we were wrong.
Affirmative.
Go!
I assume that the deal with the blindfolds is like Metal Gear Rising. It's probably some excuse to make them look cool, and the reasoning is that it's probably some sort of super advanced visor.
Thanks for the assist.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries.
I bet that
Us
the
scanners
HUD
are
is
pretty good at
reliant
that
on
kind
it.
of thing. I've got your back anytime.
We have to save those androids.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
I'm sorry, 2B. Their circuits are fried. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
There's drop rate increases as well. Ooh, that's expensive. It'd definitely be good to have, though.
Is it the same percentage between the 15 and the 11?
Yeah, it's just one is range attacks. So like the pod stuff mainly, I think, and maybe the shockwaves, but not sure if it says it adds it to weapon attacks, so I would assume shockwaves would be part of the weapon attack up. Yeah, so I'd have to get rid of the health boost and the moving speed, I think, to be able to get that weapon attack.
Where did you get more storage chips? Was that from the store?
Yeah, I think it was from the store. It was like 5,000 or something in the store. So if there's more to buy, then that would definitely be nice.
Worthwhile investment.
Seems like it.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
does this go?
What is your opinion on like doing non-blind runs?
I feel like a lot of people like seeing blind runs because they like seeing the kind of natural reaction people have to stuff they enjoy, but I think there's something to non-blind runs as well. Like, having a more full understanding can definitely be nice to watch, I feel like.
Because I'm almost tempted now, because this looks pretty fun. I'm almost tempted to order a copy and do a non-blind run of it. It also give me more use of my avatar.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely recommend it. Like, the only reason I haven't played this game more is because I have a hard time just starting a story-based game and sticking with it. So I haven't finished a lot of games, and why I don't play a ton of RPGs and stuff anymore.
Oh, I definitely know that. I've had a lot of trouble getting into anything story-based because I felt like I just wouldn't have time for it with the kids.
Yeah.
And, of course, the job that I had for a while there.
Yeah. So, that's kind of my excuse for doing these streams in particular with this and with Devil May Cry and whatever comes after those. It gives me a good excuse to start the game and stick with it. But because I am new to these games, it's just kind of inherently a blind playthrough for the most part.
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You defeated Broken Machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Come to our village.
It could be a trap. Still, we should at least head over there and gather data, right?
T, I kind of feel the same way. I just, like, for whatever reason, I just can't get myself to stick with it. It's not that I'm too busy or anything inherently, because, you know, I do this and I do D&D for a living, so I definitely do have time for these kinds of games. I just don't. I can't.
When doing a non-blind, would you just skip the cutscenes, you think?
I don't know. I feel like if I were going through a whole game, like a whole very story-focused game on stream, even if I knew the game, I would probably still do the cutscenes, just for viewers' sake. Some people might not want to watch cutscenes, but some people might, you know, so...
What's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have seen that before. They're sending supplies up from Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
Huh.
One potential option in the case of like this game is that for people who want to see the cutscenes, I could like direct them to this stream, and then I could do cutscene skipping on the other stream.
So why don't the machines or the aliens?
Yeah, that could be
attack the bunker directly.
a way to do
They
it.
originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
It seems like the androids are starting to kind of suspect what I'm suspecting. Or following some similar trains of thought, at least.
Yeah, if you were streaming something like Metal Gear Solid 4 or anything like that, I think it's probably a good reason to cut out cutscenes. But,
Oh man, the thing is though, 4 would be a blind playthrough for me. I don't have to watch cutscenes.
yeah.
Is that something I should do off stream and then I do a second run on stream?
I think it's one you'd have to go into if you're doing it on stream with just the understanding that you
Yeah,
might
have
have to
fun.
go for some
Looks
long
like they really don't want
streams.
to fight.
Like, you might just have situations where you're going through the game and then you get into a cutscene and it just goes for a while.
Before we begin, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B, we can't trust anything the machines say.
I understand that you see us as the enemy, but... Well, anyway. My name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
They do such a good job in this game with using the music to set the vibe of the locations.
Yeah. So is this like with the fair? You could attack them if you wanted, but there's not really a reason.
Oh, I can swing my weapons. I don't know if I can attack them or not. I don't really want to try.
Yeah, understandable. And if I want to do 4, I have to get my hands on a PS3 though, right? Like they never released that for
Yeah.
anything else, right?
Yeah, but if you do that, then you could have all of the games on one console, I believe. I think even 5 was
Wait.
on.
Really?
Wait, no. You need a PS3 to get all the games, except for
Well, I
5.
was talking about a PS3. I think that you need PS4 for 5 though, don't you?
Yeah. Or
Well, PS4 or
PC.
PC or wasn't it also released on Xbox?
Yeah. I think it was just kind of across the board with 5.
Everyone but Nintendo for that.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to hear the machine's take on history.
Mm-hmm.
If they even know.
Yeah. So when I played previously, I think I only got a little bit past this part. I don't remember for sure, because it was all long enough ago that it's foggy, but this is the last big thing I really remember happening. So, interestingly, these machines seem a little bit more coherent in their speech
Than the
and stuff.
desert ones?
Yeah.
Different stages of evolution, possibly?
Could be that. Could be just damage, potentially.
Yeah. Though at the same time, what if the evolution is a result of damage?
Could be.
Was that not a loot box there?
It was locked, and I don't know how to open those.
Ah.
Hmm.
So you're gonna be Jean Paul's mail service now. It sounds like.
I guess so. uh, where was it? Did I? Oh, yeah. It's an interesting situation. Nah. I need to go back to Pascal. Nope.
So the Resistance know about the good machines.
Yeah. Hmm. Where even am I?
If you're going to Anemone, couldn't you just use the blanking machine?
I don't think I can fast travel from these ones. Yeah. I can only save at them.
Ah.
Oh, that's not where I want to go.
I'm still confused about how the blanking machines are supposed to work.
I think
Like, I get the concept that, like, she's just that blank body. But how does every machine have one of every weapon and all of the specialty chips, too?
Operator 60 to 2B?
Game mechanics.
Uh-oh.
2B here. What's wrong?
Oh. There's this operator I kind of liked, but when I asked her out, she turned me down. Honestly, 2B, I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this with.
I don't think I can stand spending one more day in this bunker.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need me, 2B?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator. So,
2B?
that's all. Closing this channel.
How did I not see these ones before? Did I just walk past them?
Not that I know of.
The suit and tie really stands out.
Oh, yeah. Before she started talking, I was asking you about the blanking machines.
Yeah, I think it's fully just something you have to write off to game mechanics. I don't think there's any logic around how all your equipment gets shared.
See you later, Ghost.
What's program? Are these ores actually worth anything other than selling, you think?
Don't know. What's that icon usually mean?
I don't
Wait,
know.
broken key. Broken key. This is the materials icon.
You're right. Yeah, okay.
So you need to bring this to Broken Leg.
Machine weapons.
Hmm.
Would take all of my money to get one of them. Legendary swordsmith in the forest.
An android or a machine, you think?
That's a good question. I think I need to go this way.
We can get into the city ruins if we move that box.
Is the city ruins where you originally were?
Yeah, it's like the first zone.
I just saw an item over to the left. I did not see that one.
I barely caught a glimpse of it through the bush and everything. I am really looking forward to being able to upgrade my computer at some point, because as much as I don't worry too much about the graphics quality of the games and stuff, being able to consistently stream stuff smoothly would be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
There's some hiccups here and there, but
Oh, on that note, I actually really want to get a PCI Elgato at some point. Those are supposed to be so nice. Apparently, basically lag free, so I could do this on SNES with you.
yeah.
You know, there's a bit of irony in this game.
What's that?
So, this game is the one game where it makes the most sense to have repeat NPCs. And yet, it has more unique NPCs than games where it makes no sense to have repeat NPCs.
Yeah. I think part of it is there are so few NPCs as it is anyway. Get an extra 8 for 10,000. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I could drop this 2% increase. Get that 10% weapon attack increase.
So, I assume that the seasons run that we were talking about would probably be on this slot, the Tuesday at noon.
Not necessarily. Because I would like to keep this game a consistent weekly thing until we're finished with it.
Yeah, that was my concern. Like, what happens if Seasons comes out while we're still doing this?
Yeah, I think trying to find a different time slot for that would probably be the way to go. Just in case.
One of us has to make sure to watch that pretty closely so we can get there on launch day.
Yeah, I need to look into it again, see... Whoops. See when, Go away, 9S. That is the thing that really bugs me about games where they have companions follow you, but then you can also talk to your companions or something like that. Happens a lot with games like Fallout and stuff.
Tales was really nice about that. The talking to your party was a separate button than the talking to NPC button.
That seems like a really good idea. Granted, you only have so much, controller real estate you can work with if you're making a controller-friendly game, but...
RPGs don't need that many buttons out of combat.
Yeah.
And you don't need to talk to your party during combat, so that a button that's normally used for combat could easily be used for talking to them.
That's true. Yeah. I suppose so. I don't know why. Like, I guess as a safeguard to keep you from accidentally falling off, having it prevent you from actually walking off the top level there. But I feel like they could do like something you could jump over.
Yeah.
Because otherwise having to go specifically to the ladder to get down is kind of annoying when there's plenty of space you could reasonably go to.
The trick there, though, is what if they want you to be able to jump across platforms? Then when you go to jump, you could easily fall off, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something, like, it's something where they would have to design it on a case-by-case basis, which I'm sure they already do to some extent, because they have to set it up to... I mean, maybe it's solved by the mere fact of putting a ladder there, but it has to know that there is a place you can get off of it there. And that's not going to be the same place on any given platform in the game like that, so...
just started transmitting to us directly.
Now do you believe we're not a threat?
Your mouth can say anything it wants, but you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's technically accurate. Yes, well, you're free to visit our village whenever you like.
It's starting to deviate into almost allegory of racism territory, isn't it?
Possibly. I have mainly looked at it more as a case of what is and isn't alive kind of a thing. Like, obviously the androids are androids and they know that, but they see themselves basically as the next step down from humans, right? But then androids aren't even human, which that kind of does tie in with, you know, a lot of that kind of historical.
Yeah, historically, you know, we were one step below God, and then they were one step below us.
Yeah, which I probably wouldn't get into too deeply unless a game were directly addressing it, but... Really?
Yeah, I was trying to be vague, because I agree it's not really something that stream needs.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like it is that kind of classic robot story, right? As to whether or not they are alive.
But at the same time, he also has that strict prejudice of we can't trust.
Yeah, that's true. Why am I going here? Why did I come here?
I don't know, were you trying to get to the village?
What am I trying to do? What's my goal?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to go to the
fair?
The carnival, yeah.
I need a push to mute button to be configured.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about that the other day. About how, like, I have no hardware or no good way to mute my microphone on stream other than a hardware button which makes a loud noise through the microphone when I do it.
Yeah, it makes that clunking sound.
Yeah, so it's far from ideal.
Yeah.
Which is why part of why I wanted to get a mixer. And beyond that, just to have more direct control over everything.
A mixer would be nice, but I think that even just a Stream Deck or Stream Deck simulator would probably go a long way to help.
Yeah, that was something we were talking about too. I've had enough issues with like virtual mixers and stuff like that I don't want to deal with anything like that. But I was talking about how my keyboard has 6 macro keys that I could end up using with different key commands to do some of those processes that a Stream Deck would normally be used for.
So I get not wanting to deal with a virtual mixer. I would highly suggest on one of your off days, do experiment with some of the Stream Deck simulators. They're a world different, and there's things you just can't do with the keyboard macros.
I mean, there's so little I need to do currently anyway that I'm not too worried about it. I feel like anything I would need to do, I can do.
One of the big things that it really helps for is scene switching in OBS. Which, yeah, you can do that with a keyboard command, but then you got one less keyboard combination that you can use for other stuff.
I mean, that's one of the main things that would be there, would be like a scene switching, but that's one of the main things that I would get out of it, so.
That, like, basically what I'm going to do when I get my Stream Deck is going to be scene switching, starting and stopping, obviously, push to mute, and then a bleeper button.
Mm.
Because personally, I like to swear, but not everyone likes to hear that. So, and I understand that, which is why I'm watching my mouth on your stream.
Yeah. In the case of my stream, I'm not worried about it. You know, I don't have to adhere as strictly as some people who are trying to make a living out of this. And even then, I don't think that's honestly going to be a huge issue for that anyway. So, but there's so much that I could be just unaware of in regards to how all that stuff works behind the scenes. So it could be something that is actually a problem for making a living off streaming. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that I had set up on my old Stream Deck simulator, starting the game. So, you know, I just tap a couple times on my Android and boom, there's the stream up and running like I want it. I don't have to, there's not really anything I can forget because I got a row of things. That button, then that button, then that button. And it's got it set up for the stream.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I haven't had any issues so far with going through the stream setup process. It takes just a couple seconds to set it up how I want because I have all the assets already ready to go. And like starting and stopping the stream isn't something that I would bother putting on a button. I don't think on my for myself.
Okay, so here's a question. You're saying that you wouldn't really go out of your way to get a Stream Deck. If you were given one, would that be something you just never get use out of?
It's not that I wouldn't go out of my way for one, because I've, you know, if I found one that would have, you know, enough for what I need, that was cheap enough, I would absolutely go for it. But
Look, a corpse.
You think the box belonged to her? Poor girl died a long time ago by the looks of it.
Let's bring this back to her friend.
yeah. So it's definitely something that I would get and I would use. The reason that I was looking at the keyboard options is because that's what I can do now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got your Android phone that you're not even using in stream, so you do have something you can use to run a Stream Deck simulator.
But that comes with getting extra, you know, downloading extra stuff on my phone and everything, and I don't want to bother with that.
Fair.
Actually, I want to go to the village, so I might as well take the route from here, actually.
Did you know it's becoming a thing for people just use their phones as their webcam nowadays?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it
I thought
kind
that
of
was crappy using a CR20. No, not CR. C290? Is that what it's called? I don't know. The Logitech 1080p camera.
yeah.
The one that like everyone has one of.
Professional photographers and stuff can get away with using phones sometimes, so it's no surprise. Like the cameras that go into phones are, you know, they make money selling the phones largely because the cameras get used so much.
Yeah, I guess I'm just so old that to me, I can't get past that paradigm of, well, your phone is that crappy 0.3 megapixel that you use to take emergency pictures only. Does this game have a bit of I can't remember what the mechanic's called, but where if you fall, you get a half second or so to jump off the air?
A double jump?
No, I meant like basically like if you're running and you press the button too late, it'll still count even though you fell off the platform. I think
I don't
Mario
think
has
so.
that to a degree.
I think it's just you have the ability to double jump. Sure, why not? I don't even know how much I have.
16 last I saw.
Well, that was before I bought the chip upgrade, so I think I still have like 6,000, or roughly 5,000 now. I can't wait to see this quest go nowhere. Oh shoot, really? A time skip.
Ah! Oh, okay. There's multiple things.
You know, I think I'm good.
I wonder if some of the investments actually become worthwhile later.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up panning out after you've invested a fair bit into something big, like a new weapon or some new ability for the pod or something.
After all, the only way to understand someone is to get to know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
What's that noise?
2B, this is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All Yorha units should proceed and engage immediately.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it.
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
Actually, I can't save here. I need to be at a save spot.
2B, Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just set the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
It says a new access point. Or is that one that you've had before, but it got locked?
I don't think I've been to that one yet.
We probably
So
shouldn't get
Calamity-
near that guy's feet.
That's gonna be similar to the guy from the
Let's
beginning?
find another route.
A Goliath. Yeah.
Goliath?
It's like the biggest machines, I guess.
The flight units should be on the roof of that building up ahead. It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs. We should be careful.
So what building are you supposed to get on top of?
One behind it, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's exactly the same as what I fought before.
I wonder if it's a survivor.
That could be. That'd be interesting.
Because like you destroyed the first one, then like 3 more showed up, and you blew yourselves up, right? But that didn't necessarily destroy all 3 of those, right?
Not necessarily. I think that was the goal, but...
Are you having trouble?
I was checking to see what that doorway was, because I couldn't tell when I passed it initially.
Ah.
Damn it!
2B! Displaying data on central wiring hub.
So do they put on like a Call of Duty filter when a boss fight's happening?
That's kind of what it looks like.
Wow, you're hurting this guy a lot more than you hurt his brother.
Well, this guy is level 3, so...
What level was the original one?
I don't know.
Hey, that
Let's
one
get to those
game with
flight
the
units while we can.
really big enemies. That was it. That was technically in the Eco series, right?
It was made by the same people. I don't think it's
Anti-air weapons.
connected
Make sure to
story-wise
approach at low
necessarily.
Copy that.
Because they've made 3 games now, and I think they're all like very similar vibes, but I don't think they're necessarily connected.
Because yeah, it'd be cool to play the 2 of them on PS2 on a stream sometime.
I think they did an updated version of Shadow of the Colossus.
I think that I have Shadow on my PS2 is all I was thinking. So I wouldn't have to buy another copy. But it could be worth it just for the updates, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he leveled up?
This is a different one.
Oh. There were 2 of these here?
Yeah, because I think the one that I took out before is still hanging out. We just kind of flew past it. I wonder if it's worth it to actually do this.
Oh, I see his bar going steadily down.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
So he doesn't remember the end of the fight against the Goliath at the beginning. But you do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because he uploaded her memory.
What the...
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
So we are going to get confirmation of aliens then?
I guess so.
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
I used command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like, way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there. If we're lucky.
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
I still don't feel like this is invalidating my theory. I think it's going to be revealed that the aliens that are underground are actually a separate tribe of humans type thing. Something like that, maybe. Because aliens underground, like she said, that's just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
Why is there such a huge cavern beneath the city? That's a weird-looking enemy.
Looks like it's for mining.
I don't know if I'm accomplishing anything here.
So from what you were saying, it sounds like you're now ahead of where you were before.
Yeah, I think so. Or it was around this area somewhere. Some of this is kind of familiar. Like, I think I remember that boss fight.
Oof. Low health. So what was the chronological deal with the Nier games? Is this like the latest one, or are they alternate universes, or is this a prequel?
I don't know all the details because I only briefly looked into it, but I think this is the most recent chronologically.
So it's possible that, like, if I played the previous games, I'd already know for sure or not if my theories are remotely right.
Maybe. A buddy of mine was saying that this one and Replicant basically, like, to some small degree, spoil each other. But he was also saying it's not like a huge
The ground is caved in.
spoiler or
There
anything
must
that
have
you
been a
get
hollow
from
down there this
from
whole
them.
time.
Yeah, I would have tried that too.
So I think basically with this one taking place later than Replicants, it obviously, you know, would hint somewhat at what happened in Replicants, and then Replicant probably has some reveals for what led up to
This
all of
hallway looks
this.
pretty old.
So it seems to me that the only reliable way to know if a machine is good or evil is to give them the opportunity to make the first strike.
I guess so, yeah.
Then again, that's one of the edicts of martial arts, right? You let your opponent make the first strike.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably depends on what teaching and everything you're referring to.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
What is this place?
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Looks kind of sci-fi.
Are they dead?
2B, look!
Destroyed alien motherships.
Welcome to the graveyard of our creators.
You.
2B, look out!
My name is Adam.
Eh? Can I kill him yet?
Relax, Eve. We're still negotiating here.
Fine.
My name is Adam. The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago. By us.
I don't think I'm
The
accomplishing
machines.
anything.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution. We can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators. You'd probably be surprised how quickly it happened.
This seems like this might help.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us. But the humans on the moon, now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They killed uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to unraveling this riddle of humanity. And now we will allow you to assist us. You were made in their image, after all.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light. Surely you see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy you. The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens. Time grows short. This year, this is the fate that befell our creators.
As for your beloved humans, I guess we'll see, won't we?
So I was wrong.
These guys remind me of the guys from the Final
The
Fantasy movie.
aliens were already dead.
Yeah. We better get back to the bunker.
Did it remind you of what from Final Fantasy?
The Sephiroth dudes from the Final
the
Fantasy movie.
Genovans?
Back this way again?
Oh, that's
What a
right.
pain.
In Advent
Stop
Children, there was
complaining.
3 of them left,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the was that like their whole
This is
shit? I don't
Operator
even
6-0.
remember, but I think
We
they were
now
just
have an
trying to get
operational transporter in the city ruins.
Sephiroth
We're
back or
attempting to
something.
deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
Okay, so I must have gotten to this part. I don't remember any of the story stuff because it is wild, but
I think that the 3 guys, they just wanted Genova, but in doing so, they would become Sephiroth. They didn't know that, and they didn't want to become Sephiroth,
Hey,
but
Huh.
they
thanks for
wanted
hanging.
Mother, so
You
they
again.
Your
were
commander
driven
told me to
to-
build a new access point, so here you go. Oh, and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate, too.
so it sounds like the way it works is that you are. I mean, you can teleport to any of the other places, but I think the idea is that you're
That
in
concludes our report on the
lore.
events
You're
surrounding
just
the
going
alien
to the
wreckage. Then they were dead this
bunker.
whole time. The Council of Humanity needs time to formulate a plan. Until then, this information must be kept confidential. Speak of it to no one. Of course. Your next mission is to gather additional intel on the individual known as Pascal.
You mean that freaky machine we ran into?
This order comes directly from the Council. Knowledge of such unique individuals is essential for the success of future missions. Understood.
Yeah, so I think with the teleporter, the idea is that you're briefly going up to the bunker and then you're going back into the same body.
Man, the commander sure is a slave driver, huh? And now we have to go back to the city ruins. Why don't we rest a little bit, 2B? It's been a while.
I'll rest if I feel like it.
Does she feel like it?
I don't know, there's a red thing on the map that sent me here.
What's a D?
Probably like Defender or something.
What
camera?
is going on with your camera? Did you break the game?
I don't know what was going on there, but that was weird. What's terminal? Yeah, so I can get all this stuff on the bunker as well. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if there's... Neat. Cool, that's good to know. Actually, I wonder... I'm gonna spend the 1,000 just to see if there is an upgrade to counter. Oh, yeah.
What's it do?
It does that 10% incoming damage bonus.
Can you do Shockwave with Shockwave +2, or does it have to be 2 +2s?
It must have to be the same level. Or else maybe it was that I couldn't afford it. Whoops. Yeah, it must have to be the same level.
Oh, you've got plenty of money, you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still nice that now you can get better chips and get rid of some of the crappier ones.
Yeah.
Does it increase the amount of storage it takes?
It's doing that thing again.
Didn't a dash fix it?
I don't know what fixed it, but I was getting out of render distance, apparently. Okay, so I have to go back to where it happened for it to fix, it looks like.
I wonder if you're, like, clipping the camera through the floor.
That could be. Huh.
Some chords to check out?
Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments, and you should work on keeping your opinions in check. Yorha aren't allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us are better at that than others. Speaking of emotion, those Adam and Eve units sure seemed less than logical.
I'm heading to the transporter.
Fine.
Let's go near factory.
You know, I really want to go back to having a wireless set of cans.
Yeah, it is handy.
If I get something with a charging dock, though, that'll make my hook completely useless.
Yeah, mine charges just through a wire, so...
Oh, you've got wireless again?
Yeah.
You should send me a link so I can check them out.
Yeah, I'll have to check to see which ones it is again, because I don't remember. I bought them a while ago, and then I damaged them, and it took me about 6 months to realize that I could send them in for a free refit. And in the meantime, I had bought some earbuds, some wireless earbuds, which I don't like as much. Like the audio quality isn't quite the same and all that stuff, but yeah, I sent in my damaged headphones for repair, and they sent me back the newer version.
Really?
Yeah, so it was a refurbished pair of the newer version, but they must have taken mine in, pulled basically the equivalent off the shelf and sent that to me, because it was the current version of the same headphones, just has a better Bluetooth and stuff.
I mean, a company that gives you an upgrade when something's wrong without charging you a buttload of money, I'd say that's a worthwhile company to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, even just for the quality of the headphones and stuff, I've stuck with them. It's Sennheiser. I like their stuff.
Come in, 2B.
2B here.
The monitoring signal from the new access point has gone silent. I'm sending you the positional data. Please investigate the site as soon as possible.
Understood.
Yeah, I've just liked the quality of Sennheiser for a long time, so that's just kind of what I went with. And their customer service was pretty good and super quick too, because they didn't fix the thing before sending it back. They just sent me a different one that was already working.
Is it the 450 BT?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alexa built in?
What?
Apparently it has Alexa built in.
Huh. I don't know. I don't use any of that stuff, so I wouldn't know.
So I guess if I got you some smart bulbs, you could use your headphones to control them.
Maybe.
That's just ridiculous.
So let's go ahead and do a proper save, just for to be sure. So yeah, I guess on my other save I have like 12 hours, but I don't know if maybe I spent a lot of that time just doing side missions and stuff.
So have you already passed the point where you can get that ending K then?
No, I can do that now. That's what one of the emails I had was about.
Is that what the mystery coordinates was?
No, that's something else that I don't remember. I don't know if I ever even did that. If I have, I don't remember it.
I'm guessing K is one of the ones not even worth watching.
Well, here's the thing. I know how to be prepared for it now. Oh, hey. I think this is fully just, my body. Because I think that was all the stuff I probably picked up in the first mission.
Well, that's good that you finally got that.
The big sword was there, too. I think what we might do is, before we finish out the stream today in a little bit over an hour, we might do that ending K.
Okay. Just make sure you save right before doing it instead of hours before doing it.
Yeah, because that was the problem I had last time, is that I lost a bunch of progress because of it. That was bad aim. I should maybe use lock-on more.
He really likes getting lost, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of got a Tails situation sometimes.
So there's no reason I haven't, until this guy, I haven't really seen you using your pod.
Because I usually forget about it. That was weird. Is that machine just napping?
So you just murdered it.
Yeah, it sure looked that way. So I think the objective I'm going for is probably not this way. Because the area just starts kind of fading the more I go that direction. Why can't I lock properly? I kind of just sent him.
Oof. I guess he survived.
Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna have me go to like the beginning of the first mission to find a memento.
You know, I'm still pretty confused why they're acting like 11B's dead, but then, like, death isn't the end for androids because 9S is still around. He just doesn't remember the fight. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm not fully sure how that works because it obviously must be an end at least sometimes, but it wasn't for these two.
That's a Yorha unit.
Analysis. Yorha Type B body confirmed. It belongs to the missing unit known as 11B.
So this is where you landed. Pod, can you access her black box?
Negative. Unit 11B's black box has been irreparably damaged. Proposal. Unit 2B should recover any usable weapons. Fragmented data detected in memory region.
So, like, that seems to imply that, like, if the black box gets destroyed, then that's death for the android. But isn't that literally how you won the fight at the beginning of the game? Was by destroying your black box?
Yeah, so I don't know what it would be that would cause one to be permanently destroyed.
Attempt to escape.
Yeah, she was trying to defect or something. And then, because of the damage, ended up regretting it, it sounds like.
She was planning to go AWOL.
Violation of regulations detected. However, due to the death of the unit in question, corrective punishment is impossible.
I'll bring this weapon back to 16D in the bunker.
What's that?
Fully unnecessary to turn back around and shoot them, but it felt like the right thing to do. Is this the right way? Where am I? This seems new. It must not be too new. I just don't remember it, I guess. I just want to go home. I got what I needed. And I don't know the way out. This map is not helpful.
This reminds me a lot of Metal Gear maps.
Stuff below the factory. Yeah, a little bit. Like, definitely makes me think of like Metal Gear 2 and stuff. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. We both knew what you were talking about, but it's probably a good idea to set the record straight.
I came through here on the way in. So I must have gone on the wrong path through here. Because I remember... Yeah, this is the way I came from. Must have
that
been
was
this
the
side
room where I
up.
asked you about not using your pod, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I just went the wrong... Took the wrong stairs up, it looks like. Stuff like this is exactly why I think sticking to 3-hour streams on this one is a good idea. There's a lot of backtracking and getting lost and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is it down first? Yeah.
For at least the first couple, I think I might do till completion streams.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you're going to be dealing with games that are a lot shorter and stuff
Still
like that.
possibly longer than 3 hours, though. I mean, it's 3 hours for the good ending.
Yeah.
Though I think I'm sub 1 hour on Super Metroid last time that I did a timer.
Cool.
Which I wonder if I should do timers on like all of them, only on Super Metroid, on none of them.
I'm sure there'd be an interest in it. I'll go to the desert. Or should I go to the bunker first? Go to the bunker and turn in that quest. I might get something out of it.
I can tell you based on experience of the games that I've actually played, the ones that are going to frustrate me the most, the fights that are going to frustrate me the most are going to be Ridley in Prime 1, and Mother Brain in Zero Mission. Those are just like the 2 worst Metal Gear or Metroid fights I've ever experienced.
Yeah, I never played Prime 1 because I never had the means to do so.
I thought you had Trilogy Collection like I did.
I never had a console to play it on.
So you bought Trilogy Collection, but not wait. But how'd you play Other End then? Because that was on the Wii too.
The Trilogy I think was just on the Wii U.
No, the Trilogy was on Wii, and then it later got digital release on the Wii U. But it loads into the Wii console.
It must have come out after I no longer had a Wii then. Because there was a good while where I didn't have one.
Ah. Someone actually made a hack to where you can use your mouse and keyboard comfortably on your computer to play Trilogy Collection. What does she say? What kind of unit is she?
Defensive unit.
Ah.
So it's probably Defender then. It is crazy, kind of going into what you were talking about, the lack of duplicated NPCs. Like here you do see some, I'm pretty sure, but
it seems like they're similar but distinct.
They're
like all of the O's had different hairstyles.
The outfit designs are all like very custom and everything for the ones that have like their own outfits.
Yeah.
Once
again, it's like there's like a similar vibe but distinctness. It seems
yeah.
Like. So you can change which model you are?
I guess so, yeah.
And I assume that comes with a name change?
That'd make sense.
Wouldn't that be weird, though? Like, you spend your whole life with one name, and then all of a sudden, boom, different name? Just because you change jobs?
Shoot, that's big. I think that's something I'll have to save up for.
Did you ever figure out what the HUD control does?
HUD control. Was that one that I had? Ah. Auto hide HUD elements in certain situations. So I guess rather than having everything up all the time, depending on what you're doing, it'll show the appropriate things. So this suggests that 2B from the beginning had custom weapons, like fully custom weapons.
Well, I mean, isn't the Yorha issue blade the one that you looted at the beginning, or
This is the one I got
looted
from
off yourself?
11B.
Oh,
The one I got from myself before was Virtuous Treaty.
ah.
Yeah, this Yorha issue one is the one from 11B, which is a lot weaker.
No wonder she died. Well, also that's also leveled up.
Yeah, but I don't think the level up was a huge upgrade. I think it was maybe 10 to 20 points, if that. Definitely not, over 100.
Yeah. There's also the fact that anemones seem to recognize you like you're some uber legendary character.
It could be. Yeah, I mean, right at the beginning, they make it clear that with 9S that they can lose memories if they don't get uploaded before being destroyed. Still doesn't explain how they can come back sometimes. But now
Maybe it's just a matter of the council caring enough about bringing you back.
Could be. I need to go to the desert.
You know, 11B was probably just some grunt that they don't give a shit about. But 2B, she's the great hero who probably won some war earlier in the past. And just doesn't remember any of that. And that little bit of storyline actually reminds me a lot of, did you ever watch Kitty Grade?
Not fully. I think I saw some of it.
Oh. Then I'll drop what I was saying then, because that's, it's not very deep into the show, but it is fairly major.
Hmm.
I'm actually really annoyed with Kitty Grade because there's actually a sequel series that apparently is confirmed will never have a dub.
Huh. This sliding around needs to chill out. Really? Why?
Because you're not allowed to talk to him, obviously.
Challenge the trials. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Not good at games, but I'll give your trials a try.
Wait a second. Didn't you say that we were probably only going to have like about a little less than an hour left a while back?
It was maybe like 20 minutes ago.
Because it's like 57 minutes left in the stream, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 20 minutes ago, I said that. Hmm. I'm not level 25, so I think I'll come back later.
So I assume this has nothing to do with ending K then?
No. I need to take a look at the map and see where stuff is. Oh. There's actually something to the southeast here. Let's mark that. Whoops. So I can actually find my way there better, because I don't know what direction is what on the mini-map. Oh,
they don't
this
have
is...
compass rose, do they?
No. This is from the email, the coordinates email, I think. Hello, is that a pod?
Is this a pod?
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Why was it abandoned? Pod, reactivate it for me. If it's usable, try to overwrite the original owner with my ID.
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overwritten. Special weaponry now available.
Oh, its default weapon is different. That's cool, so I can have the standard blaster or the missile pod.
Missiles. Are they homing missiles?
Kind of seems like it, yeah.
Nifty. That just seems a little unfair.
It's definitely nice.
Think that would have helped against Eve?
Maybe. I bet he'd still do his little explodey counter thing, though. Now, whoops. Not trying to quick save.
Now I wonder where the other two coordinates are.
Let me check my quest, see if it's still an active... Ah, mysterious letter. Desert, flooded city, and forest. What's flooded city?
Places you haven't been yet, maybe?
So I have stuff to do back at Pascal's village. Probably hit up the resistance camp. Actually, let's go to that desert housing complex. Get that Jean Paul thing real quick.
That is a bright, blinding sun.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you imagine that if you could like play this in like OLED VR? You've worn my PS4 VR, right?
Yeah.
You remember how like blinding it was if you like looked into sunlight type stuff?
I don't think I had an opportunity to do anything like that. I think it was just, like, what, Beat Saber or something that I tried?
Oh, did you not play any of the Robo Rescue that I got? I think I got that for
No,
free.
I think it was just Beat Saber.
Ah. Still, even in Beat Saber, you can tell how crazy bright OLEDs can get in that like enclosed environment.
Yeah.
Because the neons just look crazy neon. That's one nice thing about the Rift. It's also OLED, so I get just amazing colors.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I might be able to actually use that as a tax write-off, because you remember how 3D movies were giving me that tingle in my eye that told me that I was starting to detect 3D? Since I started using
Able to fast travel is so much better.
I am a little confused though. Like, it seemed like the crappy machines that weren't very smart in the desert, created Adam, but then Adam was talking like he was one of the machines that was there at the uprising against the aliens, right?
What I would assume is maybe the memory was passed on to Adam. And you're speaking not necessarily as one who was directly there exactly, but as kind of speaking for the machines.
We didn't see the birth of Eve, right?
At the end of the first encounter with Adam, Eve crawled out of him.
Oh,
I think that's what the situation was.
that's right. Like a second Adam crawled out of Adam's chest and lifted him up, right?
Yeah.
But they both had the long hair and seemed to both be Adam, if I remember the cutscene right.
Yeah, they look the same, but I assume it's just something that they changed after that, because I don't think Adam's hair was exactly the same as it was before, because I think it was more
Wild?
out of the face after meeting him the first time.
After, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of wild, the first encounter.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm guessing it's gonna have me go through like a photo hunt, going to these locations, based just on the photos.
Can you check them again from your logs, or do you have to come talk to him every time? that you
I can
forget?
probably check it in my inventory. Okay, so I
Okay,
can see
stay
it
there.
here. I can't
That's good.
full screen it as far as I can tell, but you can see enough to get the
That
general
was obviously
idea.
the fair.
Yeah.
Was the third one supposed to be the village or the forest?
The third one looks like it's probably the forest. Or, I mean, I don't know. Might be in the village, but... Or near it, rather. But I don't
So-
think it is the village itself.
So desert, fair, and then somewhere near Pascal or else the forest.
Yeah. Whoops.
Are these guys machine-headed?
Yeah.
What was the 3D map option about? Because wasn't that a complaint you had?
The issue I had was, oh, hey. I didn't... Oh! The photographs actually show the areas.
That's cool.
So I would assume this is the forest one. And then desert is way to the west there. We could maybe knock out some of these real quick. Because we should be able to get to the desert and the carnival one pretty easy. I don't know how to get here in the forest. Actually, maybe
Might
go
need
through
to advance
here.
the story a bit more.
Yeah, probably.
Which
And-
of the Jean Paul's haven't we done, or have we done them all now? Oh, no, there was the one at the fair town, right?
There was one at the fair that I did.
Oh, you did do it? Okay. I missed it.
And then there was one at the desert I did now. So I should probably go back to Pascal's village and do some stuff there.
These places look familiar. One looks like the amusement park, one looks like the desert, and one looks like the forest. Let's keep our eyes open next time we're in any of those areas.
I need to figure out where to do that ending K thing as well. I don't remember exactly where it's at. But yeah, I think what happened last time I played is I got to this part, I did a bunch of side quest stuff, and then I did an ending K and lost all that progress.
Oof.
Um,
That's kind of a lesson to save often, isn't it?
Yeah, but the issue with it is that they specifically chose to forego common quality of life of autosave just because.
Lore-wise, wouldn't it make sense at least to perform a save every time they quick travel?
That seems like that would make sense. And I kind of get where it's coming from if you look at it like lore-wise in a sense, because like obviously something has to be done to upload their memories. So in that sense, you can
The
kind of see the logic
transport
there.
literally is uploading. So in that instance, I think it
Yeah.
makes sense that they should have like a quick save there
And
or an auto save.
they obviously didn't have the opportunity to learn from it because it hadn't happened yet, but a lot of the way that the multiplayer in No Man's Sky worked fits with the lore of the game, but it makes for a terrible gameplay mechanic because it made it to where you couldn't actually play with people. You could just see what other people had discovered. They've since changed how all that works, that you can actually interact with people and play together and stuff like that, but they had to learn that the hard way, that, you know, in that circumstance, maybe trying to fit that particular aspect of the lore, or maybe they just never planned to make it a multiplayer game, really, from the beginning. But yeah, it's there are certain things that are done a certain way, largely in games these days, because people have learned that not doing them makes the game less entertaining, and that's the one drawback I have with this game is the lack of autosave. It makes no sense.
What's ridiculous is, as you pointed out, it took the time to autosave one variable, but not the rest.
Yeah, it saved the fact that I got the ending, but nothing else.
So this early in game, is it a bad ending or?
Let's you know what? There's other people to talk to here, but we do have a transport right here. Let me see if I can find out where this is. What one was it? Maybe it's not actually listed as a quest. I thought it was.
Do you have to go back to your inbox? Because maybe you didn't accept it.
It must just not be a quest, I guess. So where have we encountered them previously? It was up by the desert, right? So desert camp, I think. Because I doubt they're hanging around at the pit that they met us in after the alien stuff.
How do you put Discord in streamer mode?
You have to go into the settings.
Because I don't think it's affecting the stream at all, but I definitely am getting deafened by Badoops.
Leave me alone, jackass. I can't deal with your weird hobbies anymore.
Like I care what you think, jerk.
Did you save?
Yeah, I saved at the village already. I can save again here just to be sure. So I just got the mackerel, which I don't know specifically where that's going to go because I didn't catch it, so I don't know if it would be in caught fish. There it is. And it causes problems with androids, apparently. Having consumed the mackerel, it didn't take long for the android's bodily fluids to congeal. Muscle rigidity and paralysis soon followed. It was good, though, the android thought as consciousness faded. Exquisite, even. No wonder humans used to eat them.
Oh.
So that's that ending.
And that was after hours of unsaved progress.
Yeah, it was after far too much stuff that I didn't save.
Oh, I can imagine that being so frustrating for so little.
And
it's funny, but losing all that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Not worth it.
And they do warn you, but I think the problem I had was that a friend of mine was hyping up that ending, like not telling me what happens, but telling me about the fish ending, and all that stuff. So when it came up, I went for it, and I learned, and I stopped playing the game until pretty much now.
Oh man. So it literally is in the bad ending class of endings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not, because it was exquisite.
Yeah, like it's I guess it was a good death. I don't know anything about mackerel, so I don't know if it's actually that good.
I have no idea. The fish that I know and eat: cod, salmon, and tuna. And cod is in the form of, like, you know, when you get fish fillets or fish sticks.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff that I've had. I mean, no surprise there, really, but...
Oh, I've also had pollock, because I did try a little bit of the synthetic crab that I bought for Zed's sushi that I made her.
Huh.
Not synthetic, artificial, imitation. Imitation. That's the word they use. Yeah, and that's Alaskan pollock, it turns out. So what are you supposed to do here?
Hold on.
Okay, it just hadn't gone up enough.
Places in that resistance member's photographs. Better record the coordinates.
If this were Metal Gear, you would have been expected to, like, pull out your camera, find the right angle, take the photo,
Yeah.
then he would have reacted. So I was half expecting you to, like, have to do something to trigger him, not like just walking close enough would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, having only gotten up to this far in the game, my favorite music tracks are from the boss fight here and the normal ambient music here. Okay, so that's that one taken care of. We can go Desert Center to go to that oasis then. We'll just have to figure out which way is west. I need to see if there's a chip for compass.
Oh, that's probably why there's not a compass rose on the map. You probably have to unlock it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can't really use it, but you gotta admit, I did a pretty good job replicating her outfit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. This way. People just leaving trash laying out in the desert. Who's this? So, this desert must be a place that just got, like, super nuked, right?
You mean because there's stone structures?
There's stone structures, there's pipes, and it's right next to a lot of green stuff. So it doesn't feel like a natural transition.
The really trippy thing is cement structures actually shouldn't keep for more than like 500 years without severe maintenance procedures. And these have supposedly been standing for 1,000 years. They're in way too good a condition.
I don't think I'm moving.
Maybe you have to unlock the ability to go there.
Must be.
That NPC you talked to didn't say anything about the sandstorm, did he?
No, he was just pondering what kind of civilizations lived here.
And the map doesn't show the sandstorm, I assume.
Yeah, so probably can't do that one right now. What quest do I have? I could probably go back to give the coordinates.
Yeah.
Assuming I don't need to do them all first.
Mysterious letter still needs some doing.
Yeah. That one's
like
just
you need to unlock
money.
more spots.
This one sounds like something I could do. Collapsed section of city ruins. So must be that one that was just
That's where the
put
aliens
down.
were, right?
Yeah. Which would be City Ruins Cave. And I need to mark this thing. I was already set in the right direction.
Imagine it's especially vital in the desert. I can see really losing your way here.
Yeah, here's the one where it's a lot more necessary because there's basically nothing for reference points.
Oddly enough, I never felt like it would be this easy to get lost in the Calendar deserts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it has to do with how much they limit how far you can actually see here. And
plus, like you said, there's not really landmarks here, but Calendar was very distinct. There was always landmarks everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't go to that one, but I can go to the City Ruins Center. Makes sense I can't go to that one, but still.
Why doesn't EK have any deserts?
I don't know. Because there's enough tampering with the world to prevent that. Between magic and greater powers messing with things.
And then they destroyed most of the deserts in, what's it called, right?
They smashed a big sword into Silithus, but there's still other areas.
Well, like, Thousand Spires is now an ocean zone, not a desert zone.
In Cataclysm, they sunk Thousand Needles.
Yeah. It's that Thousand Needles, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, the Silithids, as you said, got crushed. The Crossroads got messed up pretty bad.
That one I never really saw as much of a desert, really.
It's more like a, what do you call that slightly arid grassland? Like, it's a dry grassland, but it's not desert dry.
We've got company. Looks like machines.
What, like a savannah or something?
Yeah, something like, kind of like that. I think Crossroads would be more like that, I guess.
Yeah.
What about Duratards? Did you consider that deserty?
It feels more mountainous to me. Even though it's not really a mountain or anything. the terrain feels like it to me. It's that dry, rocky kind of situation, which, you know, deserts, I guess, but still.
Oh, jeez, these guys are high level. You need an XP bar chip.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Oh, is there one? You just don't have it equipped?
Yeah. I don't have it. I would have to buy it.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys wouldn't be such an issue to fight, but there was so many of them that it's actually kind of problematic.
It's crazy seeing you line up your laser shot and your health just goes...
Yeah. That upgrade is invaluable.
You need to get a second one so you can combine it.
Yeah. Alright, so that's that taken care of, I suppose.
Enemy machine life forms eliminated. Access point returned to functioning status.
Bunker to 2B. The signal from the access point just came back online. Good job.
I have some information about that, Commander.
Go on.
The access point went offline because machine life forms were jamming it.
Which means they know that facility is one of our network terminals.
Yeah, but that's not all. While they knew it was connected to our network, they didn't try to destroy it. It's almost like they were trying to lay a trap.
Damn. They're getting smarter by the day. Thank you. I'll be sure to share this with the Council of Humanity on the moon.
Understood.
So I could go for Jean-Paul. I could go back to the Resistance, do that. And see about this. So I'll do Jean-Paul first. Because I'm assuming I just have to talk to him.
For advancing the story?
It's probably one of the ones at the Resistance camp, maybe?
Mm.
Actually, I have a quest to talk to Pascal. Is that one of the quests? Or is that,
Oh, you had to give her the oil, right? Or have you already done that?
I already did that, I think.
Or is it a her or him? It's got a female voice, but I swear that 9S called it a he and with no correction.
Yeah. I'm not sure. 9S did say he, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's 9S and 2B, yes? Those machines cost quite the ruckus, don't you think?
We need to talk.
Of course. I'll help however I can.
Pascal,
Yes, Tubi?
aside from this village, are there any other machines that are cut off from the network?
I suppose that unpleasant songstress you so kindly defeated in the amusement park wasn't part of the network.
You mean that singing thing?
Oh, and of course there's the Forest Kingdom, but...
Forest Kingdom?
Yes. It's a vast woodland area not far from here. There's a group of machines there attempting to build a nation of sorts. They're quite hostile to outsiders, however. We can't so much as go near the place.
Where is it?
Northeast of the city ruins. You should be able to reach it by passing through the ruins of the commercial facility. If you go, however, be careful. Things have been rather rough there lately.
This Forest Kingdom sounds like something we should check out.
So it seems like that's the story progression quest there. Then turning the coordinates to the one with the photos and talking to the person who...
Pascal's people?
There was someone who gave me a quest. Yeah, I have to do that too.
People,
but... Yeah, I would have to go back to where they are to do that. There was something else in the resistance camp, I think, though. I'll have to take a look around, maybe. I don't remember who gave me the quest to check that place out.
Oh, I don't know if I told you. I got the X52 Pro.
Cool.
So you'll have to show me around Elite Dangerous when I get it in.
Yeah, I haven't popped into that game in a while, but I do still like playing it.
I'm gonna be playing it on the next level. You know what I mean by that, right?
VR.
Yeah. God.
Okay.
I want to get. I'm really tempted to like dump a ton of money to get like a chair that I can somehow mount a rudder to, and then rig up a motor to turn the chair when I turn in the game. You think that'd be a little insane?
It'd be interesting. Be a lot for sure, but it'd be cool. Can't deny that.
There's also a Star Wars game that's supposed to be kind of Elite Dangerous, like where you can play as TIE fighters or X-wing pilots.
Is that like the newer thing?
I guess it's pretty new. It's got VR support and everything.
So I think I saw something about a game that was pretty recent that was like a Star Wars fighter kind of game.
Yeah. I'm actually planning at some point to get 2 copies, but I need to get a HOTAS that'll work on the PS4 because me and Mouse want to play that together. So she'll be on the PSVR and I'll be on the Rift, and we'll both have a HOTAS to play.
Oh, this seems good. Our healing is always good. Oh, that could be good too. If I do this, my rations are always equipped.
Oh, that's nifty.
And it heals me.
Oh, and it heals you more. Nice.
Yeah, that's... I think as far as healing things go, that's the way to go. The auto heal would be good, but that's more of like an out-of-combat thing.
Are you keeping the kill heal?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to take anything off to try to get that, because I want to get the melee defense up, but since I can't afford that right now, I think the healing
The kill
The
heal
auto-heal.
saves you a lot of money on your healing items.
Yeah. And not having to pause the game every
I would set
2
up
seconds in a boss fight.
I think though that I would set up an exact duplicate of this, basically duplicate set A to make set B, but change out the kill heal with the auto heal, so when you're out of combat, you could switch to B and regenerate health without spending any of your items. You kind of know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't had much need for healing out of combat, though. Usually finishing the fight does me pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm not terribly worried about it right now, but definitely something to keep in mind. So I couldn't go this way. I assume I still can't. I can't tell if there's a gate up there.
Was the place that Pascal suggested you go to somewhere that you'll encounter out in the wild?
Yeah, it's somewhere I have to go to, I think. I think it's probably that part where north of the city ruins there's like a bridge. Because that seems like that would go to the forest. Anti-chain damage. That sounds like that might be really useful. If it works.
And it opened up a gate behind you?
Yeah, that would be really useful. But I only had 11. I think that healing one, I think, was only not... Yeah, so I wouldn't have enough without trading something out for it, and I really don't want to trade out what I have here. But what if... Let's see how this goes.
What ones did you turn off? I saw HUD control.
HUD control and the auto-use item that I just put on.
Oh.
But this would help me a lot when someone spams me with, like, a burst of several attacks.
Basically, the bullet hells would get a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take one anyway, you could use the iframes to smash through a bunch more.
Yeah.
That was very physics defying.
Marking objects likely to be in target packages.
I can't get them out like this. Ugh. Better make a path first.
Is this a Sokoban game?
I don't know what that means, but...
Box pushing?
Yeah. So I think I have to start with the one on the left, pushing it all the way up.
Wouldn't it just be that and then push that one to the right one?
Oh, I guess if I have to get just that box at the top, I was also trying to figure out how to get the thing at the bottom.
Oh, then just push this down one.
Yeah.
The middle one, you don't even have to touch it, looks like. Yeah, Sokoban is that old arcade game where you, like, try to get the boxes to a specific location.
Hmm.
Okay, that should be all of the packages.
All of the one thing. I
There'll
wonder if
probably be
it's a
more advanced
repeatable thing
levels.
that changes. Yeah. And evade range
Evade
plus
range
3. Alright, so it looks like that's all there is over here. So go ahead and...
Did you groan when you saw the Sokoban?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like you groaned and then 9S groaned.
I am dumb and I don't do good at puzzles. Actually, let's just check to see. Why would you put me there? I'm not there. It's probably where I was last, but still. Oh, yeah, there's someone who hadn't been seen in there. So yeah, let's try to finish that out real quick. See if
Do you
we
want
can do
alerts
that
when we're
one.
getting close?
I'm keeping an eye on the time.
Okay.
Go away. Stop it. Why does it only show up for a second when she's like taking extra steps? 3 numbers. That's photographs. That's my main quest. That's it. So in that entrance to the desert area. Yeah, let's doing a lot of side quests. I don't know if I should if I want to do so much for side quests or if I just want to go and focus on the main story.
Side quests give you stuff that helps with the main story, though.
Yeah, that's true. And per my buddy's recommendation, doing the side quest is good. I think because it really fills out kind of the way that the world is and all the lore and everything.
It also helps a lot with opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
Because when you're on the
that's
main
true.
quest, there's so much dialogue that it gets really hard to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah. So let's see if we can just find this point real quick, and then we'll probably finish out the stream pretty shortly here. But unless this goes into like a drawn-out sequence, we should be able to do this real quick first.
It's not the end of the world if you end up like 10 minutes over or something, is it?
No.
So if we use those numbers from the Resistance camp as coordinates, yeah, we're pretty much standing right on top of whatever they're pointing to.
These guys are level 30.
Ooh. Well, that should be good experience. Did you end up buying that chip?
What chip? The experience?
The XP bar?
No.
You've taken out multiple enemies, double your level, and haven't even leveled once? That seems so weird. In most RPs, that would have gotten you a couple levels, right?
Maybe, but probably depends on how much a level actually is. If there's a ton of levels, then each individual level might not ultimately amount to much.
Yeah, but even still, they're twice your level.
9S.
Kill. 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 Avenge. Kill. Kill all who stand in our way. Androids will pay. All of you.
You don't have auto heal on, right?
No.
This is one strong machine. Ooh. 1/3 health.
This is, I'm sure, incredibly entertaining to watch.
Is there a reason you're not using the missile one?
Because I think it was hitting the walls.
Oh. If you don't ding after this fight, that's gonna be a little ridiculous.
No! Oh no! Oh,
You
that's
dodged him so well.
yeah. I just happened to miss that one. Oh man, that's a rough way to round
I
it
wouldn't have been
out.
confident enough on that.
I thought about healing too, but I was like, but you know, if he doesn't get close to me, it's not a problem. But then,
Will he have that little HP left when you get back?
I don't think so.
Oh man. Even though you have to loot yourself, he'll still be fully healed.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll definitely have to go back there next time.
Okay, I want a wireless headset now.
This is truly atrocious. Yeah, actually, just for fun, we are gonna go. We're gonna get the stuff back, and then we'll call it. Just because I don't want to drop into the next one having forgotten that I need to get my stuff back.
That is a fair point.
Man, it was so close to having him too. It was like the last little bit of health when it got me.
Yeah. Are you gonna dip in, grab your stuff, dip out, or are you gonna try to fight him?
No, it's gonna take too long. I don't want to actually try to fight it. I'll probably just hold off on that for a little bit. Level up a little bit more before coming back.
So if we use those numbers from the resistance camp as coordinates, yeah, we're pretty much standing right on top.
9S.
What's retrieve versus repair?
I can make it fight for me for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're playing with like the online settings where it shows where other people died and stuff, you can do that same stuff to either retrieve them to get a little bit of money or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Or you can repair them to have them fight for you for a little bit.
I wonder if two of you could have taken down that thing. Saving possible. So,
yeah.
I'm guessing that the reasoning there is that you have access to a direct there's no interference preventing you from uploading, basically, right?
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I think that's going to be where we call it. I think fair bit of progress. We did some big story elements there, as well as a bunch of little side quest things.
Yep.
Yeah, when we jump into it next time, we know the next main story thing to go after, and we've got a few side objectives still to potentially pursue. May go back to beat my head against a wall against that level 35 machine. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. If you want to just kind of reiterate what you said, your announcement stuff from the beginning, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's gonna take a couple weeks for me to get everything perfectly in place that I want it. I'm gonna need to get a CRT in my gaming room for one thing. But when I've got everything set up, I'll be dropping another announcement here on this channel, if it's all right. And then I will be doing a Monday stream where I do the Metroid franchise 100% completion, all in release order. So Metroid 1, then Metroid 2, then Super Metroid, on and on. And yeah, and I'm gonna have a couple guests might be dropping in here and there as they want.
Fantastic. So yeah, we can kind of round out today's stream there. I went ahead and switched over to my little group chatting scene here, so you can see a little bit more of the full costume there, a little bit of that 2B cosplay. But yeah, we'll pick up from here next time, next Tuesday, same time. It'll be another midday, noon central, and we'll start finishing up some of these side quests and advance that main story a little bit further. Till then, thank you, all you who popped in and who were in the chat, and we'll see you next time.